Well, hello. You are hiking with Jenny on the Appalachian Trail. Today's day 139. We just got dropped off at the Pomfret Road trailhead, and I am joined today by my boyfriend Brian. We're doing a 2-day section hike from where I left off yesterday to Hanover, New Hampshire. And it's about 19 miles total, but we're going to split it up over 2 days. And a lot of the terrain looks like it's going to be a lot better the next couple days than it has been. It is super hot though and humid, and so that is definitely making it feel worse than it is. But our plan for tonight is just to find a good stealth site whenever we feel like stopping hiking, because the shelter spacing's a little weird today. There's one in 4 miles, and then there's one in, 14, something like that. So we're just gonna find a place that looks good.
It's like a highway. I guess this was an old road.
The trail today, it looks like it's kind of like an old farm road or something. It's really pretty. There's a really cool moss covered wall. It's the summit of something. Nice view back there.
Flavor.
They do.
Tastes like blue raspberry. Pointing out. Away.
So refreshing. Well, hello. You are hiking with Jenny on the Appalachian Trail. Today is day 140. We just left the Blue Barn in West Hartford. It is a Trail Angels house, and they let hikers camp in their yard, which is super nice. And they had a porta potty and water, and as soon as we got there, they offered us a soda. I didn't mention this yesterday, but I ran into Soap and Gadget while we were hiking yesterday, and it turned out they were camping at the same place. So it was like a big reunion with Soap, Sassafras, Gadget. I met Pumbaa for the first time, and then Rifle and Kit Kat showed up, and Cheese Block, who I haven't seen since Hot Springs, so that was pretty wild. Slept okay. is pretty warm with a 40-degree quilt and a tent. Just kind of alternated from being under the quilt to on top of the quilt, and it was fine. So today's the big day. We are going to be entering New Hampshire in about 9 miles. And so Brian is going to be basically hiking home with me today, which is pretty cool. So we're going to be stopping in Hanover, back at the car, get my resupply stuff, probably grab dinner, and I don't know yet after that if I'm going to try camping or hike on, but Brian has to get home, unfortunately, and it's very tempting to go home with him, but I also really want to finish the trail. In New Hampshire.
Pretty sure you're in Hampshire. Because New Hampshire owns that side.
Well, I've been in New Hampshire for like a few seconds.
Woo.
Woo! Just entered a whole other world. At Molly's restaurant and bar. Looks really good. Brian and I are going to learn how to speak New Hampshire like a native. Found this at the record store. Speaking New Hampshire like a native. A short course of the language and them that speak it there.
He doesn't like it.
State, and it is. The entire state has only about 1 million people. But New Hampshire never has been a state of farmers. In fact, since the 19th century, most people in New Hampshire worked in industry. Based on population, the Granite State is, in fact, the second most industrialized state in the nation, Rhode Island being the first. Most towns in New Hampshire are mill towns. Vermont is the state that farms, not New Hampshire. Fact is, New Hampshire's too full of rocks for good farming. Jabez Stone said it in Stephen Vincent Benet's The Devil and Daniel Webster. He said, I farmed, and all I raised was a crop of stones. Jabez was so frustrated he sold his soul to the devil. But that old New Hampshire Yankee Daniel Webster got him off in court and started a tradition.
Got him off.
Sly as a conquered lawyer is still a figure of speech. Nowadays, the New Hampshire Yankee is an endangered species. The outsiders are coming. In fact, the outsiders are already here, have in fact taken over. And with this takeover, New Hampshire speech is dying out. You can lay it on the tax climate in the Granite State. We have no sales or income tax.
That's still true.
High-tech industry is here. Yuppies are everywhere. They have completely taken over towns like Peterborough, Portsmouth, Amherst, North Conway. The state is awash in a sea of Save the Whale bumper stickers. People have actually been seen jogging on Swamp Road in Greenfield. This recording is made to help preserve a passing phenomenon. The speech of the true New Hampshire Yankee. He's still around some places, and this is a lesson on how to recognize him, and how to deal with him, and how to speak with him. The poison around. And then he sees you all covered with bandages and lotion. He'll say nothing. That is, until you mention it. And then he'll say, you know, I watched all of that, and I knew it would end up like this. Lesson number 5, the phrase endings.
After Hanover, I decided I didn't want to keep hiking today because I had a huge headache and I was really sore from my bag and everything. So we got food, and then I booked a room at the Hampton Inn in White River Junction because it was going to be a lot cheaper than staying in Hanover with my discount. So we're at the Hampton Inn White River Junction, and Brian is going to stay one more night, and then I'll probably get back on trail tomorrow. So I'm going to get to do my laundry here, and we'll get to spend more time together and explore around a little bit. So this will be good because we've just been hiking in the heat all day, and I know Brian didn't get a lot of sleep, so it'll just be nice to have a relaxing night together.
Cheers.
Get to the chopper.